Welcome back to Talk to Your Peng. This is Mike and I'm coming at you with another video. This time I want to talk to you about the Magic Square version of Reflector, and they call this their video team. And this is a nice little set. It has a couple of minuses, but a lot of pluses. I really like it. We're going to get right into it, but I got this at Shozy. You can get yours at Shozy also. I'll have a link down below. So this is what it looks like in the box. It's got a little window box on it, like pretty much all the Magic Square. You only see 2 of the 3 in there. There's the top, the side, the back with both modes. Yeah, box gets the job done. All right, let's look at this thing in its camera mode, which is, you know, it looks good. It looks like a really nice little camera, and you can see the green translucent, all of the paint on there. That nice shiny silver paint, I love that. Here's the side. It's pretty clean. I mean, it's a little panely, but you do kind of see the back. It kind of looks like 3 dudes scrunched up into a camera. There's the bottom of it and the side. So yeah, it looks pretty good. And if you're looking at it and you're thinking, well, you know, what does that remind you of? Well, it reminds you of every other reflector that's out there. No, so this is the Siege one. So yeah, it's doing the same thing with the guns on the bottom. And so basically the guns on the bottom peg into this thing that pegs into it and makes a stand. And same thing here, and same thing with probably all of the more modern reflectors. That's not something that they did back in the vintage line. That's sort of a modern trend that they're going with. But let's go ahead and do some comparisons to that one right there. The Siege one is, I think the Siege one's pretty good. And you're starting to look to it and you say, okay, this is a mini masterpiece. And that is mainline. That Siege one did a pretty good job. But there's some stuff that I think Magic Square did a little bit above and beyond to make it look even more tune accurate, which of course is what you expect. And we'll see more of that shine in the robot mode. So here it is compared to the G1. Now the G1, well, this is when we say the toy colors. It doesn't really match to the tune as much. This one matches the tune. I think there's another one coming out with the tune colors from a different company. There he is from the back. So big difference. This cleans up so much better than they did back in G1. So, but still really nice to see the difference. Size-wise, Legends is smaller, but not a whole lot smaller. That's the weird thing. So not a whole lot smaller, and yeah. Here's Megatron going for a photo shoot. He says, "You've gotten big over the years." So, I mean, you could have Megatron holding it if you want to. Let's get into transforming this guy, and the first thing you do is simply pull the guns off of him, and we're going to take that piece out, which actually it'll barely holds in there, so you can just take it out. It is a challenge to get that thing in. I'm going to take this top piece off, and we're going to take this piece off. Now we're going to separate these gently and then lift them off. So let's start with this guy here. So I always like starting with the legs. We're going to undo the legs like usual. We can just bring them down. We need to flip the back piece around. Do we need to do the toes? Well, just bringing the foot out, and basically. Same thing on the other side. Flip it around. Slide that in. There he goes. We're going to move this out. Extend his arms to that 90. Uh-oh. We're showing the articulation already. And then flip around to the back. Let's go ahead and put the head. There's the head. Let's flip it up into place. And basically, you're not just folding the head in place. You're folding this panel right there. So just be gentle while you're doing it too. This thing in the back here is going to have to rotate all the way over like so, and it goes up and tabs in right there. go off screen. I went off screen. Tabs in. This tabs into this hole. And there he goes. You have to pull the arms down and make sure everything is just situated just right. And it looks good. One done. It's not one and done, it's just one's done. So with these guys, you're gonna have to separate them. Okay, so starting with this guy, when you do the side pieces, you're gonna have to untab the side pieces here. And then fold them out a bit, and then you can take the legs, since that does kind of tab all in there. And then I split my legs, untab that. So you got all this untabbed, and then you can bring the legs down. I like to start with the legs so I can stand them up, but I actually don't stand these up. All right, flipping the back piece around again, and moving the toes again, flipping the back piece around again, flipping the toes again. Now this is actually kind of a wiggly, just so you know. They're all the same, but it's sort of like double jointed wiggliness there to get it out. It feels weird, but it doesn't feel bad. Now this is the one that has the trigger, so you want to push the trigger back in place before you do anything with positioning the head. Okay, because the trigger goes there. Now it's in place. Let's move the arms out of the way. Okay, so you're going to fold this one over, and then you're going to fold it up. Yeah, so I can go down over it. Same thing over here. Fold all that up into there. So that'll be able to fold over the back. Tab in nicely. Pull down the arm. Pull down the other arm. And there he goes. Let's do the last one real fast. So here they are in their robot mode, and they're a very nice looking little team with an emphasis on little. So looking at their gun accessory that they're going to have with them. There it is. There's some nice detail on that gun accessory. Looks good. No paint. Well, it's Magic Square. They put them in their hands like this. Set them up with their guns, which we saw part of the tripod. They are not unstable. I'm the one that's unstable. No, I'm just kidding. There we go. So let's go ahead and have a look at the paint and all of that. All right, so here he goes. He's got a nice painted face, nice eyes. That's a very good looking figure there. I like the green on the chest, silver outline, painted here. That's painted silver. This is plastic, a little bit of paint here, a little bit of paint on the arms. Looking at the back, little paint there, not much paint on the back. That's all painted actually. And let's do a little comparison to his teammate. So these guys, the center one of course looks different on the front and the back. So it's not a big deal. Well, they all look a little bit different, but not that big of a deal in the difference. They still look like a great team. Let's go ahead and get into articulation. Head side to side, a little bit up, quite a bit up, a little bit down. Goes to the 90. He has a bicep swivel, and he has a 90 at the elbow, and then his little hands move side to side, quite a bit of articulation. Waist swivel, kicks out to a 90, back almost to a 90, thigh swivel, double jointed knee, which is part of the transformation. And then a whole lot of stuff you can do with that ankle. With a rocker, a tilt, part of the transformation. Yeah, there's a whole lot of poses you can get these guys in. Let's do some comparisons here. So this is compared to the New Age Monero. So he's small as a Carbot, and I don't know, I feel like this set should be bigger than a Carbot, but that's just my opinion. And it's just a decision you want to make. Do you want the camera mode to be smaller or the figure to be taller? And then this is McFans Toys' own version of Sideswipe, which is a bit bigger than all the other Carbots out there, but you know, it's Legends Plus. Here he is next to Megatron, and this is the New Age Megatron. And then this is, of course, the Magic Square Prime. And again, I feel like he's a bit short. When you're in the Legends, you got the scale issue, and that is an issue. So I would have liked him to be a little taller, but I really don't think New Age is going to be any taller. I can't wait to see some sets come out and see what New Age's height compared to this one is. I think this comparison is probably the most valuable. So when you look and see, this is the Hasbro mainline Siege version of Reflector, and this one is, of course, the Magic Square, and that one is KFC's. Now, KFC is the tallest Masterpiece set, so I think it's even taller than Fans Toys. And so with that, I mean, it's going to be way bigger. But if you look at Legends versus the mainline, so I mean, that's kind of what you'd expect how small it is versus the mainline one. The mainline one's kind of small too, so maybe they did get the scale right.
There, that was the last bit of info I needed.
So this has been Magic Square's Reflector. They call it Video Team, and it is a good looking set. It's a lot of fun. I feel like it's a bit small, but then again, maybe it's the right size. It has quite a few ups, very few downs. I think that it's a great set. I'm interested in seeing how it compares to New Age, if New Age does better or what. I really like this pose because I was like, can you really pull it off, what they show in the picture? And yes, you can. Anyway, I got this at Show Z. You can get yours at Show Z also. I'll have a link down in the description. Like and subscribe, and Tydirium Hanger out.